year 2047, Space Fleet Headquarters receives a distress call from the Starship Event Horizon, thought to have disappeared 7 years earlier during its first jump to Proxima Centauri. It suddenly reappears in the orbit of Neptune. The rescue ship Lewis and Clark is sent to investigate, with a crew consisting of Captain Miller, Lieutenant Stark, Pilot Smith, Medic Peters, Technician Cooper, Dr. J, and Engineer Justin. They are joined by Dr. William, the creator of the Event Horizon. Aboard Lewis and Clark, explains the purpose of the missing ship. The Event Horizon was a secret experimental vessel equipped with a gravity drive capable of folding space-time to travel instantaneously between 2 points. After activating the engine, the ship disappeared. It has now been detected orbiting Neptune. The distress signal received from it is a mixture of terrifying screams and noises. Upon analysis, Jay recognizes the Latin phrase "free me." Lewis and Clark docks with the Event Horizon. The team moves aboard for an inspection. The ship's interior is damaged, with signs of violence and destruction everywhere. No life forms detected. During the inspection, the gravity drive suddenly activates and creates a powerful gravitational pulse. Justin is pulled inside the reactor and finds himself in a catatonic state. An explosive blast damages Lewis and Clark, forcing the crew to transfer to the Event Horizon. Smith and Cooper are sent into outer space to repair the hull of the damaged vessel. The others remain aboard the Event Horizon. Soon the crew members begin to experience hallucinations. Miller sees a dead subordinate he once left for dead. Peters encounters an image of his son with mutilated legs. Weir is visited by his deceased wife. Justin, in shock, attempts to commit suicide by opening an airlock, but Miller manages to save him, after which Justin is placed in a cryocapsule. The team reviews a videotape made by the previous occupants of the Event Horizon. The footage shows crew members indulging in violence and brutal perversions after activating the gravity drive. The footage ends with a scene where the ship's captain plucks out his own eyes and utters "Libera te tutmet ex inferis," which translates to "save yourself from hell," where claims that the drive has opened a portal to another dimension beyond the known universe. This dimension has a hostile essence, and the ship did not return alone. The Event Horizon, he says, has become sentient and possessed by evil. Miller makes the decision to destroy the ship. The crew begins preparations for evacuation. Peters dies after falling from a height following another hallucination. Weir succumbs completely to the effects of the sinister entity. He cuts out his own eyes and plants explosives aboard Lewis and Clark, causing the ship to be destroyed. Smith dies. Cooper is ejected into outer space. Weir kills Dr. J and escapes. Stark is captured by Weir. Miller finds them on the bridge. Weir activates the gravity engine countdown to reopen the portal and drag the ship into another dimension. Cooper, using the oxygen from his spacesuit as a pulse, returns to the ship and appears at the bridge window. Weir fires at him, damaging the hull. Decompression occurs and Weir is ejected into outer space. Miller, Stark, and Cooper remain alive. To survive, Miller decides to detach the forward section of the ship, where the cryocapsules are located, and use it as an escape pod. He lays explosives to separate it from the main section. However, in the engine room, Miller is confronted by a reappearing Weir in disfigured form. Fight ensues. Miller activates the explosion, sacrificing himself. As a result, the forward section of the ship with the survivor separates and the aft section, along with the gravity drive, goes into the portal. 72 days later, a rescue expedition finds the front section of the Event Horizon drifting. The rescuers find Stark, Cooper, and Justin in cryochambers. Stark awakens from a nightmare in which Weir impersonates one of the rescuers. Cooper and the rescuers try to calm her down. The module doors automatically close.